Today I'm going to walk you through how to update the firmware on Herelink. I'm going to walk you through the steps to update to the latest version, as well as show you how to activate this firmware once the update has been performed. If you find this video useful, please do consider subscribing to the channel. You can find the subscribe button just below the video in the bottom corner, and next to this, please do make sure you do click the little bell button and set the option to all. That way you will receive updates on any new videos that we release in the future. The first thing you will need to do is download the latest firmware. To do this, you need to go to docs.qpilot.org. Once on the site, if you go on the top little corner and change it down to beta, and this will give you the current latest information. Then click on how to update firmware, and here it will show you the actual process as well as giving you the links to the downloads. Now, there is a firmware flasher available for PC, Mac, as well as Linux systems as well. Once you have downloaded the firmware for your system, you will need to put your Herelink in Fastboot mode. To do this, you simply turn the device off, connect your USB cable, and then press and hold the power and the D button at the same time. Once you do this properly, your Herelink will turn on and it will come up and say Fastboot on the display. Next, connect the other side of the USB to your computer and run the firmware flasher file. This will detect the device and begin the download and update process. Here I'm showing you the process on my Mac, however it is exactly the same on PC. Once the firmware flasher is complete, the device will reboot and you're ready to perform the second stage of the update process. Once Herelink reboots, the first thing you will need to do is set your region from the little drop down on the right hand side. Then you will need to put your Herelink onto Wi-Fi to allow it to perform the second part of the update. To do this, you pull down from the top, press and hold on the Wi-Fi icon on the left hand side, turn Wi-Fi on and connect it to the Wi-Fi at your location. Once this is done, you can then click back, return to the main screen and click the proceed button. Next, Herelink will ask you to register your device. Here you will need to input your 16-digit key. If you've just bought Herelink, this should be located on the outside of the box. If you have an older version of Herelink, you would need to talk to your reseller to get your key before being able to do this next step. Once you've put your key in, you simply click register, and then Herelink will begin the process for checking for the second part of the update. You then simply click update and it will begin that download, perform the update in the background, reboot, and then Herelink will land back on the main splash screen, allowing you to select which launcher you want to use. You should click the Herelink launcher and click always, and this then will set it to the main home screen, which gives you the options for both Q ground control as well as Solex. And that is the update for the ground station complete. Next, you will need to update the air unit. Before you do this, there are two things you need to be aware of. The air unit must be externally powered to perform the update via its DC input, and you must have the antennas connected at all times. To perform the update, you simply plug the USB into the side of the air unit from your computer, make sure that it is powered externally and you do have the antennas connected, and then simply run the same flasher file that you used for the ground station. This will run the update, and once that is complete, both parts of the system are updated. And that is it for this video. Now, I've done a number of videos on this new update, including a walkthrough on how to do the new settings for Solex TX as well as Q ground control as well, and a new complete overview talking about some of the new features specific to this update as well as some of the old ones as well. I'll put links to those videos in the description of this video as well, and it is worth checking out that one on the new setup because quite a lot has changed, especially now since we've got Solex. Finally, if you liked what you've seen, please do subscribe to the channel. Please do hit that little bell button as well to make sure you get updates on any videos that we release in the future. Thank you for watching, and I will release another video again soon.